Hello, strong people. Week 6, day 1 of Northeast Regional Prep, Battle at the Bridge. Press day, as usual, for day 1 of the week. Today is a little bit different than last week because I'm worse at Axle, and I think, I don't know if worse is the right word, but I know just for me, cleaning an axle is way more taxing. It's way harder than cleaning a log. So that's what I'm doing today, just axle. 3 sets of 8 at 290-ish. I don't know what that'll end up working out to with the 68-pound axle, but we'll figure it out. It'll be around 290. 293 maybe, something like that, which is cool. It's hot in here. It's not that hot outside, but this shed just holds heat, it seems like. And I can't open the door because I will put a hole in it if I press. So we're limited on airflow today, which I'm kind of used to in here. It's fine. What else was I going to say? I don't know. I'm just really happy that I don't have to go outside today and press. It's been raining a lot. The ground's a little mushy. And it's just a pain to go out there and set it up. It's just not fun. Not fun at all. So I'm happy to just be in here pressing like normal. Sets of 8 clean and press on axle though. Ooh, not so much. I've never really cleaned and pressed an axle for reps ever. I guess I did a little bit at Akron Strongest last year in March. That was a very light one, very different than a 300-pound one. So it's gonna be tough. I know how bad I was struggling with just 7 reps a few weeks ago. So we'll see how we do. Hopefully, okay. My right hamstring's a little bit sore, so I need to stretch that out, get some blood in that before we do this. Oh, I know. I was going to complain about something. I don't usually complain a whole lot. I don't think. At least I try not to. So I was looking at the roster for the Arnold Amateur from last year. Well, I guess technically the Arnold Amateur was this year, from Nationals last year. And just because I was kind of comparing some scores and whatever else. And I realized that there was one guy, I believe just one, who qualified at Nationals for the Arnold Amateur, but did not go to compete at the Arnold Amateur. And what I was told, I emailed them to ask about this. So I was like, because at the time I was torn between, doing the Olympic City Pro-Am and then the Arnold, which I was torn between which one I was going to prep for, because they were like 2 weeks apart and I just didn't want to do both. Well, I was going to do both, but I wasn't going to prep for both. I was going to prep for one and then just kind of do what I could with the other. And I made the right choice. I prepped for the Pro-Am, went and did it. Didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Doesn't matter. But I reached out to Strongman Corp and they told me that, if anybody drops or pulls out, whatever, that I'd be the next in line. I'm the call-up because I missed it by one spot. I was the next one down. And there was one guy. It was actually the guy who was right ahead of me, who beat me to get that last spot. Props to him, he beat me. I mean, I'm not, this is not a fault on him at all. He did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I did something wrong by not, qualifying. So, but anyway, he did not go to compete at the Arnold Amateur. And in my opinion, that's when I should have gotten the call-up. However, so I'm a little bit annoyed at that, but I can only be so mad because rather than leave it up to being a late call-up or an invite like that, waiting for a dropout, which I don't ever want to do, I should have just qualified. I should have just qualified. I should have done better. That's really what it boils down to. But it still leaves a bit of a sour taste in my mouth being told that I'm the next one up and then someone doesn't do it and then I don't get anything. I'm not saying I would have done well at the Arnold Amateur or whatever. They weren't my best events, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything, but it makes me want to qualify this year that much more. So that's what I'm going to do. I still have Arnold invite written over here on my little whiteboard. I don't update everything on there all that often, but that one will stay. So hopefully we'll make it happen this year. We'll see. Got a lot of work to do. I feel like I was going to say something else about that, but I've been talking long enough. So let's just get to it. Let's do some pressing. Well, that didn't go to plan at all. I literally just finished that and took my sleeves off, so I'm really out of breath. It was supposed to be 3 sets of 8 at 290, clean and press every rep. I ended up putting on, it was going to be 293 is what the weight was going to be. And I was like, I'll just do comp weight. Comp weight's 298. It's an extra 5 pounds. And I don't think it would have mattered, honestly, because I'm gassed today. There's nothing in my legs. I'm tired. So I did sets of 5. And even my press, I know I was essentially strict pressing those, it felt like. I was able to do 2 sets of 5. There was nothing. I thought the first set, I was like, wow, you quit easily there. Why'd you stop at 5? Like, at least fight for 1 or 2 more. And then I went back for my second set. And it was the same thing. There was no life in me for reps 6 and 7. So it is what it is. I messaged my coach at that point. I wasn't expecting a reply, like he doesn't always reply that fast, but sometimes I get lucky. I've been doing this long enough now to I kind of know what to do in the event of just a rough day. And not all rough days require switching of the program. Some days it's just fight through it. Today was not one of those days. With Axel, you can get lazy, and it's just not what you want. Yeah, with Axel, you can get lazy and end up hurting yourself doing something like that. Rip a bicep or hit yourself in the face or something on the transition. So he got back to me, and I didn't even think to do this. I was just going to fight through it. Well, I got lucky. So I messaged him just to let him know, like, hey, I'm not recovered today. I'm still feeling Saturday hard. And I went for my third set before he responded, and I actually failed to clean on the very first rep. So I in my head, I was like, no, reset, do that again right now. And then I set it down. I was like, look, if you can't do the clean initially, give yourself a break, reset, come back in a couple minutes and try again, fresh start. And before I could do that, he responded, and he's like, he made sure what I was doing tonight, because he doesn't know my program off the top of his head. I don't know my program off the top of my head. But he was like, Axel only tonight, right? And I was like, yeah, not going so well. Oops. So I was like, yeah, not going so well. And he's like, all right, take it from the rack if you need to. Don't push it too hard because we need you for deads on, your deadlift day, which I agree. He did program an extra rest day too. So tomorrow I don't have to do anything, just a rest day, which I'm going to need. But he said, take it from rack. And I was like, it's going to be more work to, I didn't tell him this, but I was just like, I'll do this. I'll do it this way. I'll best of both worlds, sort of. So rather than unrack everything, strip the weights and everything, get it set up so I can press out of the rack, I just did one clean and press away. And even that, I had nothing in my legs. All presses felt slow, really slow. I got to rep 7, lost my balance, and I just kind of dumped it forward, and I wasn't about to clean it and go for rep 8. So that was it. That was my body telling me no. Disappointing. I look forward. I expect myself to have a good press day on Mondays because I sleep a little bit longer usually because I work from home, so I don't need to commute or get ready in the morning the same way. So I expect Mondays to be good because I feel like I'm better rested. I can snack if I need some more carbs or whatever. Not that I can't do that at work. Like I could go get something, but I'm really bad at that. So not a great day, but this always kind of happens 2-3 weeks out. And I know my coach. Sometimes he programs stuff. He's just like, let's just throw a number in there and just watch him push them. And I don't know if that was like what today was supposed to be, but I don't know. I don't know, but that old guy needs to slow down going back this lane here. Either way, not great. But we still got other accessories, so let's see what we got to do. I think it's press outs and some other stuff. I don't know exactly, so let me check the program out and we'll see what I end up recording. after a slight intermission, I did 2 sets on this, and then I started poking around, and I wasn't thinking, and I pulled the emergency lever on my garage door. So I got to figure out how to reconnect that. I think you just pull the lever and then slide it like back in place. Don't ask me what I was thinking. I wasn't. So on to the next set. For what I couldn't do on my main exercise, I am trying to make up for with accessories. And so far, I think I'm doing that a little bit. The press outs were tough. I'm just not very strong at that exercise. My back is kind of angry. Oh, sore. I was on my feet a lot yesterday, so I probably didn't recover the way that I normally would on Sundays. Sundays are usually pretty lazy for the most part. Not always, but so I got one more set on this. Like I said, I did 2 already. That was my 3rd one. I have 1 more AMRAP, and I don't know if I can get much more than 8. We'll see though. I don't know how much more I'll record after this because I just need to do it. I think I'm getting dehydrated. I've drank a lot of water already. Could be wrong. I don't know. Either way, today was not a great workout. I'm finishing up well, but it ain't what my usual Mondays are, and that happens sometimes. This close to prep, you know, you're throwing around comp weight essentially for like 3 weeks straight or so, or around it, and if you don't recover right, it just probably won't feel that good. A lot of things you got to do right in this final month of prep. And I didn't think I did anything necessarily wrong. I don't know, maybe I didn't sleep that well. Maybe I didn't sleep that well yesterday. I don't know. Really starting to think about a CPAP. Just because I don't know if my sleep is bad. I don't know. Because it's... with the nose strips on, they're better. But I think... I don't know. It's hard to tell because I've never had a CPAP. So I don't really know what I'm missing. But I'm sure it can't be worse. But adjusting to wearing something like that on my face while I'm sleeping would be tough. The noise wouldn't be bad from what I've heard, but adjusting to wearing a mask on my face while trying to sleep sounds awful. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't have that. I don't think I do, at least. Have that like extra gear. Some people, they can do a bunch of partials and then a few, I should say like 3/4 reps, half reps, quarter reps. They're all partials, so I should break them down a little further. When I go, I go. I don't know if that's like the whole fast twitch, slow twitch thing, but I can't. It doesn't seem like I can grind out reps like that. Like I tried to there, and there within a few partials, there was nothing left. So I'd like to get better at that. I'm good at grinding out reps when it's heavy, like 1, 2, or 3 reps, but above 5, after that 5th rep, 5 to 8, I would say, it starts to get hard to grind out a rep. Also, I'm thinking a lot about this garage that I'm hopefully putting in. These sheds are connected to, they have electricity wired to them. I don't know anything about any of that. So I gotta either get someone to dig up the lines, cut the power, do whatever, dig them out. That way we can get the sheds moved, the concrete laid, and then finally get the garage put in. So, that's all that's on my mind. Because I'm one to a lot of these things are kind of out of my hand in a way, and I don't like that. I like being in control of certain situations, and this is one of the situations where I'm kind of waiting on certain things. I don't know if I would say waiting necessarily. It's more just like, I don't know what to do. So I need to figure out some stuff and do some Googling. We got some family members that should be able to help or whatever. So it's just a little bit stressful for me. Anyway, you probably don't care about that. You probably care about me lifting. I also care about me lifting. So I'm going to call the video there because I don't have that much more to do, and it's just the basic, boring accessory type stuff. So, rest day tomorrow. I don't know what day you're going to be watching this. I don't know if I'll get it up tonight. I hope I do, but I was a little bit behind on some of the videos. And hopefully I have this up tonight, Monday. If not, sorry. You'll be seeing it tomorrow, which is going to be my rest day as programmed. We got to get healed up and refreshed for deadlifts on Wednesday because it's going to be heavy. It's going to be real heavy. Well, not real heavy. Heavy still. But I want to pull heavier on game day. Absolutely. So I'm going to need to as well. So until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one.